everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as Hot Mess Mama MD. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, on today's video, it's going to be a longer video than normal. This is going to be a get ready with me, as well as a Juvia's Place haul. I'm going to call it a mini haul, because I know like a lot of people out there do like these huge $1,000 hauls. Honey, this was a $50 haul, okay? Mama's not rich. So anyways, I did pick up 4 of the Juvia's Place palettes. I have never used Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes before, ever in my life. Now, even my almost 18-year-old daughter loves these palettes. She says they're super, super pigmented, and they are absolutely amazing. So they happen to be having a sale. They were 40% off, I believe it was, maybe 2 weeks ago. Not quite 2 weeks ago. And I decided to pick some up. Now, I did get all 4 of these palettes with shipping, tax, all that good stuff for like $50, maybe $53, I don't know, but I'm gonna go through each one with y'all. I'm gonna use these today with this get ready with me. So if you have a little bit of time, or you're getting ready yourself and you want a little bit of background noise, then stay tuned and get ready with me. Okay, so I've already washed and moisturized my face. I did prime it as well, and I'm gonna just go through all of my items that I am going to be using today on my face. I have already primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I absolutely love this stuff. It did prime as well with my L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. If you check out my description boxes on my videos, these right now are my go-to primers. I do kind of switch between the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer, but this is one I use a lot. This is great for erasing your fine lines, and if you have large pores, it really helps to kind of like fill in those pores. Under my eyes all the time, I used to have kind of oily under eyes, but I guess as I've aged and things like that, they're not as oily as this, because it has like this nice moisturizing emollient consistency to it. And this is the Becca Under Eye Correcting Cream. I love this stuff. It's an under eye brightener, and as you can see, my under eyes are kind of on the bright side and everything, but I use this every day. This is actually my second one that I've had. And of course, as always, the last one that I do use for my primer is the Anna Sue. I absolutely love this stuff. I know it has dimethicone in it, but for whatever reason, it must be the best dimethicone known to man or something, because this does not break out my skin. As you can tell, it's not a creamy or liquidy type of formula. It's like this waxy type of base. So it is great to like, I dig out a little piece like that, okay? And then I apply it to my face, which I've already got it on. And then you literally just push it into the areas where you have large pores, fine lines, anything like that. And it just really helps to like smooth out your skin. I highly recommend this. It is hard to find. However, I find it off of Beautylish, and it does retail for $25, which does sound pricey because this is a small little jar. I mean, you can see next to the Becca, it's pretty close in size, but I will tell you guys, you don't use, you know, that much. So now, the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about and that I use is Glossier, or Glossier, however you say it, and it's called the Wowder. I picked up this tip from Jackie Aina, and what I do is after I've moisturized, primed, all that good stuff, I actually take my beauty blender and I dab it in like so, and then I just push it into my areas where I am a little bit more on the oily side and or really kind of textured, I guess you could call it. And it really helps to just hide those pores, hide the texture. If I have any uneven skin areas from blemishes, things like that, sun damage, this really helps, as well as it helps the foundation to adhere to your face. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so next, what I have been loving to do, and you know, people ask me all the time, what is your favorite foundation? You guys, I have a lot. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so there's 2 sides of me. You know, there's the side that is like, I like this, I like this, I like this, and then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, I'm over it, moving on, next. You know what I mean? So anyways, right now I am loving to mix these 2 foundations together. This one is a bit too moisturizing for me if I use it alone, but I find if I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation with it, I love it. I absolutely love it. This is a full coverage foundation, but I do feel that when I mix this with it, it still gives you that full coverage, but it gives you more of like a natural, your skin but better full coverage type of look. So what I do is I have a candle topper and I just mix them together and apply them all over my skin. Okay, so as you see, I already have the Tarte Amazonian Clay on here. Then I just really pile the Pro Glow and just all over top of it, and then I just mix it up. It's probably way too much. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my Eco Tools Beauty Sponge and really mix that in. I do stay away from my under eye though. Like I said, I want to keep that as moisturized as possible, and especially when you get to more of a mature age, you really don't want to layer your products under your eyes too much, because it's really going to accentuate any fine lines, any crepey skin, things like that. Now I will put it on my actual eyelid, but like I said, I don't go under my eyes. Okay, so next, moving on, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution concealer. I do really like this concealer. I do feel that it has a nice, almost, it's more of a satin finish versus a matte finish like the Tarte Shape Tape. I do, if you guys did check out my You Requested It video, I did do a review on this concealer up against the Tarte Shape Tape, and really found that these seem to be, this really seemed to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. Yes, I do use a lot, and I will tell you guys why. If you plan on baking your under eye, you want to have a lot, at least for me personally. I like to, like my Tarte Shape Tape, my ColourPop, whatever concealer I'm using, I do like to really layer it on, just because I feel like it helps to really fill in those fine lines when I am doing a little bit of baking, which I don't do like a heavy baking under my eye. I set it with a really good under eye powder, which, surprise surprise, it's by e.l.f. So just gonna go ahead, blend this out with my damp beauty sponge. I mean, look how pretty that is. The coverage is just so pretty, not very cakey, doesn't get into your lines and crease up or anything like that. I just love it. And it's $7. I will tell you guys, my shade that I am using today is in C7, and I am not self-tan today. Surprise, right? I've been lazy about that lately. Okay, so like I said, I love to set my under eyes, and what I set it with is the e.l.f. Sheer Powder. This is like $3, and when e.l.f. has their sale, it goes on sale for $1.50. So before I set it, which I do use a little brush for it, but before I set it, I make sure that if there's any extra, I dab it with my finger. Because if you set this and there's a crease, it's going to set the crease. You're going to have a crease under your eye all day. And then I also set the upper. Look how nice and smooth that looks, you guys. See? The importance of a good setting powder. And it's $3. Okay, so next I'm going to use the Sculptor by Tarte. This is in the shade Park Avenue Princess. This is actually just a cream contour stick, and I really like using this one. I feel like it's really easy to blend out, just like the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I just picked this one up, and it was actually on sale for $10. So now you have to make sure to apply this prior to setting your entire face. As you guys saw, I did set my under eye, but I did not set the rest of my face. But I do like to contour my nose with it. Even though like I'm not the best at the contour, I still like to use it. Real Techniques brush. This is just the stippling brush. And then I bounce it. I don't rub it. Now down here, I will kind of do a circular motion and a bounce. Okay, now to set my entire face, I am going to use the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. I know some people say you're not supposed to use a foundation powder to set your face or use with a foundation, but apparently I'm going to be a rebel today, guys. I like the fact that this powder gives you a nice matte look without over drying your skin or feeling like it's sucking the life out of your skin. You know what? I forgot to mention, for my lips right now, I am using my Juvia Essential Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. I absolutely love this stuff. It was something I received, I believe, in my BeautyCon box. That stuff is amazing, especially in the winter months. If you have dry skin or anything like that, I highly recommend checking that out. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face a little bit with the ColourPop bronzer. This is in the shade Private Party. I actually picked this up because Kathleen Lights had done a video talking about some of her favorite ColourPop products, and this was one of them, and I have to say, I see why it's her favorite. It's really pretty. The brush I'm using is actually by Wet n Wild. It doesn't have an actual name on it or anything, but it's one of their, I forget what collection it is, but it was like a whole set of like maybe 12 or 15 brushes, and I got it for like $15 on sale. It was regularly $30, and I found it at Walgreens. So if you want some really good brushes, check out the Wet n Wild. This is with the pointy handle. They're kind of like this purpley silver. I really enjoy them. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is the one that is in Tan to Deep. I love this one because it still gives you like this really pretty bronzy look. So I just mix these two colors right here when I'm not self-tan, and then I just kind of higher up on my cheekbone add a little bit more warmth to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I like to take this shade right here, and I like to place that under my eyes, but I use a damp beauty blender like so, and then I kind of, not totally under my eyes, but like right here, just to kind of give that like little highlight effect. And then I will put a highlight over top up higher. But I feel like if I use the wet beauty blender with it, it just kind of melts into my skin a little bit better. And I do apply it to my nose, right down the center. And then a little on the forehead. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of my Profusion palette. This is the contour shade right here. And I'm going to contour my nose just a little bit more, if I can find my brush. Okay, so I am just using a Morphe brush. I received this back when I used to get the Morphe Me subscription. We broke up, so I don't receive it anymore. No hard feelings. It is what it is. No, it's nothing bad. Well, I mean, it was something bad. I did have my credit card information stolen. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning on the contour. Okay, so here's my issue with trying to contour my nose. I have a crooked nose. I have a very bad deviated septum, and I guess just a genetically crooked nose. So I have watched every flippin' video that you could think of, even by Wayne Goss and like all the larger YouTubers on how to contour. I've watched smaller YouTubers how to contour, and I mean, look, there's just no getting around the fact that it's crooked. I mean, it is very, very crooked, and yes, I could have it fixed, but at this point in my life, I'm just embracing it. It is what it is. This is what God gave me, and I'm just rolling with it. But I attempt to make it just somewhat straighter. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. So I'm going to go back in my Anastasia Beverly Hills, add a little bit of the white to try and chill it out a little. It is what it is. Just dab this over it a little bit, and then I'll try and blend it out. Yes, this is my broken brush from BH Cosmetics. I love it. I just need to glue the handle back onto it. This is the vegan brush. This is the V1 BH Cosmetics brush. I've had it for a couple years and it broke, and I just haven't gotten around to gluing the handle back on. But I love this brush. I use it every day. It is amazing. Now I'm going to get into, I'm going to highlight. So I've decided to start pulling some of my makeup that I forgot about, haven't been using in a while. And this I actually received a while back in one of my Boxycharm boxes. And this is the Illuminating Face Highlighter set. It's so pretty. Let me open it. See? Look how pretty that is. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild highlighting brush, and I am going to actually mix these two. I mean, you can't tell on camera, but there's a good dent in these. These are very well loved. I used to use them all the time when I first received this in my box, and they are a really pretty highlighter that just kind of melts in your skin without like that overpowering type of look. It's really pretty, in my opinion. Okay, that is that. And now as far as blush goes, again, this is a blush that I received either in IPSY or maybe Sephora Play. I don't remember, but I am going to use that. This is Pixi by Petra. This is in the shade Beach Rose. This is pigmented, I forgot. Very pigmented. Isn't that so pretty? It's pigmented, but it's like a really pretty, like natural sun-kissed type of look. I am going to try and blend it out a little bit. Next, I like to take my MAC Fix Plus and just kind of set my face, give it a little bit of moisture to it, and let all of the powders melt together. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. This I'm going to fast forward because this takes me forever and a day and it still looks like goofy. I'm definitely working on my brow game, guys. My brows are like my nose. They're crooked. But it is what it is, and just embrace it. I will be starting off with my BH Cosmetics. And this is the HD Brow Pencil. I absolutely love this because it is so tiny and precise. It's absolutely my favorite brow pencil by far. Girl. When trying to clean up my brows, I do like to use the HD High Definition LA Girl Pro Concealer. And then I just use an e.l.f. flat brush like so, and I'll do what I can, guys. Okay, so let's get into these Juvia's Place palettes. I am so excited about them. This is the Saharan 2 by Juvia's palette. I don't know which one I'm going to be using today, but oh my gosh, can I just tell you guys, these palettes are absolutely beautiful. They're breathtaking. Look at that. Look how pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And I was playing around with them when I got them. They swatch so amazingly. Like, they are crazy pigmented. They're not lying when they say they're pigmented. I'm not even going to attempt to enunciate these things because, let's be honest, y'all know I have issues. I have issues. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I know like some of these palettes have been around for a while, but like I said, I am new to Juvia's Place, and this is my little mini haul. And oh, this is the Magic by Juvia's. I just think they're so pretty. Look at that. Oh, they are so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Now this is the last one. This is the Masquerade. I mean, look at that. And they're huge. Look at the pan size. Maybe I'll just take from here and there because I think that this is going to be good to set my eye with, this shade. So maybe I'll just pull from these two for now. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here, and I'm going to apply it all over. Whew, there's not a ton of kick up or anything. I mean, there's a little bit of kick up, but nothing bad. I mean, look how that just, wow, that's pretty. I'll go ahead and fast forward through this for you guys so you're not sitting here like, girl, we're bored of watching. Or on my waterline, I'm going to use this NYX waterproof eye pencil or eyeliner, and this is in the shade Bronze, and I may add like a brightening liner as well. And then I'm going to, just in the inner corner of the waterline, I'm going to use this Brow Gal highlighter pencil, and there's two sides to it. There is a side that is kind of like this gold shimmer. Kind of hard to see, and then the other side is more, I think it's actually to clean your brows up a little bit, is more of like this concealer type of shade, and I really like to use this on my waterline to just kind of brighten up the inner eye a little bit, like so. And then I'm going to go, just so they mesh together a little bit better, I'm going to go back over it with the NYX bronze liner just a little bit. I'm not totally taking away that nude shade, but I don't want there to be like a huge contrast between like, oh, she has half and half, you know, so I'm kind of trying to sort of blend that in a little bit. So it's going to be like a lighter bronze shade closer to the inner corner. Okay, so next I'm going to tightline. People have asked me a really good tightlining liner or eyeliner that's not going to transfer to your lower waterline. I honestly don't have one that doesn't transfer, so if some of you guys out there do know of a really good one that doesn't transfer, please let me know. I do prefer, one of my favorites is the Unique in the shade Perfect. This is the eyeliner pencil, and I really like it because it glides on really smooth and it stays in place. I don't have it like run, you know, out of the corners or below my lash line and things like that. But I will say that even though I tightline with it, it does transfer to my waterline. This gives it from eye to lashes this nice elongating, voluminous looking eye look. Okay, so next, you guys know I love my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. This is great to really get your mascara to adhere, as well as it does, you know, plump your lashes, make them look longer, fuller, all of that good stuff. But when it comes down to keeping your mascara in place, you're going to find that priming your eyelashes works really, really well. I like this because, you know, sometimes people will complain that the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara kind of like, you know, crumbles, or you get like little flakes here and there that it flakes or runs underneath your underneath your lashes, even if you've set your concealer. And I will tell you, if you use a really good lash primer, you won't have that issue, because I've never have I had that issue with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Nor do I have, you know, I don't have the flakes, but I also don't have it like run underneath. So definitely check out a primer. I do like the Urban Decay Subversion primer, but I will tell you the L'Oreal Voluminous primer is much less expensive. So I just recommend that, unless you want to spend, you know, the $20–30, go for it. But I like getting this for, I think it's like anywhere from $7 to $9. You can pick it up at Kroger's, Ulta, all that good stuff. And as you know, if you, drugstores always have coupons for drugstore makeup versus high-end makeup. So now I don't allow mine to dry. I just go right in with my mascara, and I'm going to be using the Essence hashtag Lashes of the Day mascara. This was only like $4 or $5 at Ulta, and I'm really loving Essence mascara. As you guys know, I am like a loyal fan of L'Oreal mascara products, but I will tell you, this has changed that. As much as I still love L'Oreal, I am loving this Essence mascara, and it's not just this one. I'm also loving the Voluminous Fiber, as well as the Lash Princess mascara. They're really good mascaras. They will make your lashes look very long, very full. It doesn't flake, it doesn't run, anything like that. It's really good quality mascara at a less expensive price than what you typically find for mascaras. I mean, look at that. Love it. Now I'm going to use my Essence Lash Princess, because I'm extra. Okay, so as far as lips goes, I'm going to use my ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF. This was another one that Kathleen Lights recommended. That was one of her favorites for ColourPop. And I have to say, I really enjoy ColourPop lip liners. Like I said, this is in the shade BFF, and it's just a nice, neutral, natural looking liner. And I will tell you, if you have thin lips like me and you like to overline them, this is the perfect shade for you. So as far as lips go, I'm going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss. This is in the shade Dolce de Leche, which is 825 if you need the number. And this is just a nice, natural looking gloss. Actually, I will tell you guys, it is very similar to the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. However, it does last longer. And since we have more color on the eyes and we're really popping the eyes, I don't want too bold of a lip. Okay, so I am going to jump back into my Juvia's palette, and I'm going to apply a little bit more of that blue, because with all the blending, I feel like I kind of blended it away a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this aqua blue green. I'm going to hop back over to this palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here as an inner corner highlight and up by my brow bone. Oh yeah. It's not too crazy bold, it's just right. And to set the face, we are going to be using our Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, so this is the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have to say, let's talk about these Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. My goodness, these are absolutely amazing. I really like the formula. The formula is like, it's not too powdery, but it's like this nice creamy consistency where it's just right. It's just right. It's nice. It's bold. It's pigmented. It builds up well. It blends out beautifully. It's like a dream. I mean, and I love the eye look. I love this eye look. I think it's fun. It's not too over the top. It's just right. So this works. I can go about my day and I won't feel a little like too bold. It's just the right amount of bold. You know what I mean? So anyways, I really like these Juvia's Place palettes. I will definitely keep playing around and testing out these palettes as well. If you guys made it to the end of my video, mwah, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I know it was a rather long video of me playing in my makeup and, you know, doing a full face using a bunch of different stuff. So like I said, if you made it to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to be notified every time that I upload videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well and the little bell next to it. So like I said, you can be notified every time that I upload a video. So until next time, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.